first things first, I got some pottery here. I got some leather. This leather has a rivet in it, so that's pretty neat. But then I found something really, really cool underneath all this. What up, everyone? Jay with Jay Digs History, doing some roadside cellar searching today. Just making my way along this little creek here behind me, and my first target is a giant bolt. A lot of heaviness. Oh well, see what else there is. So I just popped up a really scratchy tone, and looks like I got part of a rivet. I got an old brass rivet there, part of one at least. So. It is what it is. Almost looks like it has a number on it. Let me get it cleaned up. Well, no number on it. Just a brass rivet. History, though. Well, with that brass rivet, I think I got its partner, the washer. They were right next to each other. All right, so this one was a little interesting. It almost looks like a toy to a transformer or something. It was showing up really low. It looks like it's made out of a pewter. But yeah, that's it. It's got some fancy on it. I don't know if it was just a decoration or what. It's got like a little attachment pin area there. I don't know. Let me get it cleaned up a little bit. Well, I haven't the slightest clue what it is. It's a piece of something. It's nice to find. Like I said, it rang up real low, like a 14, 20. So, I'll keep it. All right, I don't know if you can see that right there at my fingertip. That's like a little glass two-piece button. Yeah, I don't know if that's glass or some kind of stone. Let me get that cleaned up. It's a two-piece button, it looks like. That's cool. All right, there you go. Yeah, I don't know if that's glass or whatever, but it's a two-piece button with an iron back. So that's really neat. I'll take that. I've been poking around here. A lot of trash. Not getting a lot of good targets. Just squeaked out this tiny little target, though. So right here, it's not a button, it's a furniture tack. It actually had a pin to it, but it fell off when I pulled it out of the ground, so that's a find. Okay, so I'm digging. I got a 25 signal at a cellar hole, and I think I have a suspender clip. Big piece of brass, that's all I know. Looking right there. Let me get it cleaned up. So yeah, it's a nice suspender clip. It's got a little bit of fancy on it. That's cool. Good start. I'm working back through an area. I'm using the M9 Coil today, the smaller coil. Just trying to see if I could pick through some of the iron. That's it. It's a nice day out. So digging around this one cellar hole here, and you know, I think it's a little bit of a dump area. And I was getting a really good tight 30s tone and dug this thing up. Big eye bolt. Well, with it I also got some very nice pottery. That'll go good in the jar. I don't know if that's an old pipe bowl or what. Just a piece of white porcelain. So, you know, it's good. Okay, so I swinging around. They've got it was coming up in a 50s tone, nice and tight. So it looks like I got another vest trouser buckle. Should be able to see it right there. Let's take a look. Oh, there we go. Well, the pin just kind of fell out when I picked it up. Yeah, it looks like a vest trouser buckle. Nice. Maybe not. Maybe something different. So yeah, maybe a vest trouser buckle. Not 100% sure. Nice find though. All right, I got something round and something flat right here. Coming up in the 50s. Looks like a button with a shank. Let's check it out. So I pulled out a nice flat button. Beautiful, beautiful flat button. And it also looks like it's got a very nice shank to it. Not seeing a back mark on it though. Nice find. That concludes today. Out of the woods now. But just so nobody gets any ideas that this is there's a lot of fun things found. Let me show you what I pulled out of the ground that I didn't put on tape. Folks, this is all iron that I pulled up. Big hunks of iron. And there was a huge chunk of bean pot that I pulled up that I had to leave back there because I couldn't carry it. That's metal detecting. What up, everybody? It's me. A little bit of a rainy day, waiting for the rain to really get going. Came back to one of my roadside cellar holes because I only got about an hour, maybe two, before it really gets going. So, yeah, just working really low and slow along the wall here, and came up with some interesting stuff. First things first, I got some pottery here. I got some leather. This leather has a rivet in it, so that's pretty neat. But then I found something really, really cool underneath all this. I have a ring. I'm going to clean that up, see what it looks like. So yeah, I got a ring. Can't tell if it's silver or not. It's got some blue and red gemstones on it. Looks like snake heads. It does say something inside. I can't read it right now, but I'll get that checked out at home. Cleaned up. I'm going to guess it's costume jewelry, but you never know. That's a good find. Excited. I had to stop the video here for a minute. Talk about this ring. As I was looking up this ring, I found out it's just costume jewelry. It was made by a company called Unka's. Their maker's mark, which is in here, which is what I saw, is a U with an arrow going through it. However, can you imagine how surprised I was when I was looking online and I came across this ring that's sold at auction in 2017 for $25,000. $25,000. Needless to say, standing in my kitchen looking at my phone as I was looking this up, my heart skipped a couple beats. Why would a simple piece of costume jewelry like this go for 25 grand? As I read into it a little bit more, I realized I missed the name that was associated with it, and that was Bonnie Parker, of the infamous Bonnie and Clyde duo. So apparently, the day that they were ambushed by a posse, a ring very similar to this was found inside their car and believed to belong to Bonnie Parker herself. Now here's where my research gets a little fuzzy. The auction house said that it was probably an Unka's ring, and it had the same design style that Clyde Barrows would use to make jewelry while he was in prison. Another article I read about it said that Clyde Barrows actually made that ring and while he was in prison for Bonnie Parker. The article said that the maker's mark inside would have been a B with an arrow through it, which was indicative of his love to Bonnie. However, looking at the pictures on the auction house, which aren't the greatest, it looks like an omega symbol with an arrow through it, or a Greek U shape with an arrow going through it. So I really don't know fully. The other major difference between this ring and the one that was found in Clyde and Bonnie's car, other than the fact that it didn't belong to Bonnie Parker, is that this is blue, red, and blue, where hers was green, red, and green. But still, a very cool story for a little simple piece of costume jewelry. It's a neat ring. It's a pretty ring. You never know what you're going to find metal detecting. That's why I love doing this. It's a lot of fun. I got a nice tone coming up here. It's a little low. Let's see. Well, I don't got a clue. It's heavy. Probably just some junk. Yeah, I just think it's some kind of electrical connector. Oh well. Not finding much. The rain started. I do have one of my faves though. Porcelain to a mason jar. Excellent. Well, this looks like something pretty special. It looks like a tiny little lock to like a jewelry box. That's pretty neat. Let me clean that up. Yeah, look at that. It's just a little tiny lock to like a jewelry box or something. That's really cool. I don't think this is what was giving me the signal. I think there was more iron or something down there. So look. That's awesome. So I'm in what I think is an old barn area. And I just found this. It's like lead pewter. Looks like some kind of thumb latch or something. It was definitely used. Don't exactly know what it is, but it's a relic. I got to get going out of here in a couple minutes. It's a shame. Well, here's a first find for me. It's a garter clip. This would be used to hold up like your socks or your stockings. Pretty cool, a little fancy. Nice find. All right, all, well, that's it. I had a good hunt today. Found a couple things. Really digging that ring. By the time you see this, you should know what it is. I should have already had it on the screen. I can't wait to find out when I get home, though. So, yeah. Other than that, it was a good day. Had a first find for me today, and that was that garter clip. I've actually never found them. Plenty of suspender clips, no garter clips. But yeah, so that's it. That being said, you know, things are starting to overgrow. I really got to figure out how to get myself out to knock on some doors and get some property access. So, but yeah, until next time, see you.